This instructional video covers how to access and use virtual desktops. To access the virtual desktop, you will need the URL or network address, which will be provided by your instructor through your course in Blackboard. Once you click the provided link or enter the provided URL and click Enter, you'll see the Nutanix page for the sign-in process. Click on the Sign In with BTC option. You will not need to use the Nutanix sign-in button. You may see two different agreement acceptance pop-ups. You'll need to click I accept on both to access the virtual desktop. Notice that this is a standard internet browser that you would use to access the virtual desktops like any other browser. A virtual desktop is a computer that you can use from the internet that's just like a computer you could use here in the computer lab at Blackhawk Technical College. It features all the resources and all the applications that you would need that are available at the college, but can be accessed from anywhere in the world on any device. What you are seeing now is the Nutanix frame for the virtual desktop. This is the default landing page for all students. You can see that you're signed in from your name in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Also note that by default you're logged in to the student's desktop, and this is noted in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. The desktop icon on the right-hand side can be clicked to launch a Windows virtual computer. In the upper center of the screen, you'll see an icon for the application switcher. When you click on this, you'll see all the virtual desktops that you have access to. You may not see as many as shown in this example, only the ones that you would have access to and would need to use. All students have access to the student desktop. Some students in different programs have access to other virtual desktops, such as digital marketing, accounting, and web development. These virtual desktops will have all the software that you need to do your coursework. Follow the instructions provided by your instructor. These desktops are provided so that you don't need to install the programs on your own computer. For example, digital marketing has the full Adobe suite, accounting has all the QuickBooks and Save software, so you can do your homework there. In this video, we're only going to go through the student desktop that's provided for all students. To start, click on the desktop icon. Starting a session will take a while. The startup could take several minutes or more. This is a good time to open other tabs and programs so you can proceed with your work. Once the session is started, you'll see the standard Windows login page. This is the same login page that you would see on any computer at BTC. Log in using your full BTC email address and password. Once the login has authenticated, you'll see a standard Windows 10 desktop. Your desktop will look slightly different based on what you have stored on your desktop profile. Now that you're in your desktop, there are a couple of differences. You'll notice another bar that is below the Windows taskbar. On the left-hand side, you'll see a gear icon. This is the master control for your virtual session and where you'll disconnect or close your virtual session. Close session will end the entire virtual session, while disconnect is like signing out of the session but not ending it. Clicking on the X in the upper right-hand corner is the same as disconnect, as you'll still be able to reopen the same session. You would still be logged into that virtual session. To the right of the gear icon is a latency tracker for your virtual session. This is a guide to your internet bandwidth. A lower number is better, showing less latency or lag in your session. The higher the number, the greater latency or lag in your data transmission. A larger number in the hundreds will see significant interruption or delay in your virtual session. That would be the first place to look if you're having issues. To the right of the latency tracker is the session timer. This lists out the time of your current session and the maximum time for this session. The left number is counting up on your session, while the second number is the length of your session before it times out. Most virtual sessions have a time limit of 2 to 3 hours. There will be a prompt that will appear to let you know your session is expiring in 5 minutes, and you should save all work in progress. Next, please note the right-hand side of the lower taskbar. There are several icons or tools that will be extremely useful for your work. You'll notice the OneDrive icon on the far right side. This icon, when clicked, will show your OneDrive status and allow you to log into OneDrive if you're not already logged in. Please note that OneDrive is very important for saving your work. Do not save anything to the virtual desktop. You should save everything to your OneDrive. Items saved to the virtual desktop may not be available in the next virtual desktop session that you open. Remember that you need to log into your OneDrive the first time you log into a virtual desktop session. It should remember your login information for each additional session that you open. When logging into OneDrive, you'll notice that the OneDrive icon is rapidly flashing. Once the icon stops flashing, you'll be able to access your OneDrive files. This will be listed in this PC under your drives as the O drive. Anything saved to this drive will be available wherever you log into OneDrive using your BTC username and password. Every virtual desktop has the entire Microsoft suite of programs, including Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Publisher, and Outlook. It's easy to save a document to your OneDrive. Simply click on Save, then browse to the O drive, and make sure you name the document and hit Save. Some things work better outside of the virtual desktop. If you're going to be using Zoom, it's highly recommended to open Zoom outside of the virtual desktop. Your virtual desktop is running inside of a browser. So open a new tab in your browser and start your Zoom meeting or class. Some other features of the virtual desktop include a microphone icon. You can enable your computer's microphone through this sound icon in the lower taskbar. Click on that to allow sound to come from the virtual desktop. Next is the Clipboard icon. It runs exactly like the Clipboard on your computer, but within the virtual desktop. The next icon is a cloud icon. This allows you to upload files from your computer onto the virtual desktop. Notice that when you click the icon, you'll see the local computer files and not the O drive for your virtual desktop. When you select the file from your local computer and click Open, the file is uploaded to the virtual desktop and can be found in your Uploads folder. Let's explore some other features of the virtual desktop. If you close out of the virtual desktop by using the X button on the Browser tab, you can come back to the same session by opening the virtual desktop back up. When you try to return to the session, you'll see a bar at the bottom giving you the options of Quit Now or Resume. If you click on Resume, your same session, which is still running on the background, will resume. This is important to know if you accidentally close your window or walk away from the session. You will resume exactly where you left off, as you can see from the example of the Word document that was previously saved in the session. We can access that same Word document from OneDrive. If you open a new tab in your browser and go to My BTC, you can open OneDrive from the main page. If you sort by recent, you'll see that the Word document saved in the virtual desktop is now available by any computer by accessing your OneDrive account. If you have any issues with the virtual desktop, please email helpdesk@blackhawk.edu with the subject line of Virtual Desktop.